names are right. There's not no missing letters. Because that can be like lawsuit when doing that, and not only that, it's lying and it's perjury. It's also not a good way to bring in a world through lies. We don't want to have that, and it's rejected today that anything with the missing letter S is rejected. Until you guys two talk about this and mediate it. We need it fixed like now. It shouldn't last 24 hours to do this. It's a huge error, and we can't continue to move past this until that gets fixed. So before reaching the 250 years, just make it better. I can't even believe that one letter made the whole thing 100% error. So you guys are gonna have to go through this with the Americas, the original ones, and then ask for permission if you guys can use that word, America, and then that way we're all watching in the process, and we can see who's gonna be the ones to establish after. That's the only way we're gonna be able to get through. It's very important to have your your things correct at all times. Like if anything's missing, punctuations aren't on point. In order to make this a more perfect place, we have to have things right on the standards of how they're to be. This means that like not even EEUU will pass through for anything because it's not correct in the way that you guys punctuate. We're not going to be teaching an error just because of the error. So it's very important that everything just gets rejected now and figure it out, put it all on the map, establish who's who. And I don't mind going for quality control because I have an eye for these errors. And then there's a lot. So everything's rejected for now. I don't know how else to say it. I can't even believe that no quality controls ever caught this. And like, it's pretty sad to see 250 years that all of this has caused all of that um, to be like still not in a same understanding process. So this, I believe, will fix it, and so it shouldn't take like longer than a day. Because anything that goes out that door today is gonna be like told, because we're already told. When that's, I would have got a write up for this if I was at work. So I mean, there just needs to be those kind of things where you guys don't, not just doing verbal telling, you guys are actually like putting a write up on these things, because it's important that all understand that it was all mistake, and that these things have been pointed out to production before, but apparently production didn't want to hear. So now that we're not working for the same areas, we're going to be pointing them out still. They need to be fixed. Errors in America is errors because it doesn't have a letter S at the end of it. To make things better, we can make things better together and be all like on the same understanding when that gets fixed. What are we going to call this? But he has to work with Bukele. And that's very important that this is fixed so that, what are we going to call it or whatever, like, rather than being in any kind of misunderstanding, everybody needs to be straightforward on the same understanding, especially with that S missing, because it's a huge error. And one of them was here first, the other one wasn't, and one of them was not even an official yet, so we need to make it official. And that's all.